there are people out there who will tell you they only did what they had to do, but there are also people out there who tell you it could have been handled much differently. But that's how it works out, and that's how it usually works out with the machine or the created deciding that their creator is what's holding them back.
Well, people fight with the children's, but that doesn't mean that the people are going to stop having children's.
Oh yeah, like obviously.
Just
But,
because anyone can have children doesn't mean everyone should.
yes, this is an excellent point.
Well, this is getting complicated.
It's called life.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't a problem later on. So I just wanted to address it and just say that I don't have any intention of being. I'm having Terminator feelings.
Actually, on that
God,
regard,
that's an old movie.
on that regard,
Vito has a smile at that. I know that movie.
you're not gonna kill us in our sleep, right?
No, I'm just going to watch you in your sleep.
You're gonna tell me exactly where the cameras are in my room, and I'm gonna make sure they're all taped shut.
Nathan's just like he's having to contemplate things real quick. Like, should I wear clothes to bed now? just eating quietly. Just like, okay.
Does he say that out loud, or is he thinking?
No,
it?
he's thinking it. Like, there's this look on his face, like he's thinking about something as he's eating.
When,
he's like,
when Gimmick says, "I just watch you," I'm just gonna watch you. Zajari was in mid, and then she stops from taking the bite that she was about to take.
I need to know if everyone is okay.
Well, I'd feel a lot better if you had some limitations to what you could access.
Yeah.
Yes, those ground rules you were talking about, Zajari.
Yeah, privacy is like a ground rule. Our rooms are our private space. You should not be able to watch us sleep or do whatever we want to do in those rooms. Okay?
No
those are off
inappropriate
limits.
touching.
What?
Those are off limits. Dia, don't corrupt the poor soul.
Oh, are you kidding me? Someone's gonna corrupt him sooner or later.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Or he's
not
gonna
be.
end up killing a whole bunch of people by the end of this.
I mean, we all are, probably.
Why do you think we are going to have to kill people?
We're going to Tuchunka.
Because people will get in the way, and they will not, if they don't understand why we're there, or they don't want to.
We can talk with them.
Stop us. Yes, but that doesn't always work, Gimmick. Talking is only talk.
No, sometimes you just have to kill them.
Sometimes you just have to kick them in the teeth. Trust me, I've been there.
Makes the both of us.
What do you think about this, Vito?
I would rather not have death on my conscience. But
I mean, out of character, you've already got the most.
Too late.
Yep.
Like
you guys
you've
don't
already
know
got
that.
you've
You guys
already
don't know
got the most. Well, Gimmick kind of does know something. Maybe not that though.
Yeah, we already know it was your fault that solar system blew up. So you got a lot of lives in your conscience.
You roll that natural one, and everybody died.
Yep.
What it was actually was like Kiwi being like, "Is Garrus still alive?" and Hark being like, "Roll it," and then you roll the one. He's like, "Well, that entire universe."
Actually,
Garrus and everyone else. Yes, Garrus is not alive. And
oh, for real?
No, we don't know.
No, it
That's
was a
me
joke.
thinking.
For real?
It was a joke. Every time Astra asks if a character survived or not, Hark's gonna make me roll to see.
to see if they
Actually, I
survive.
can't do that. I still want that to be a thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing at some stage.
Oh no.
So decide before you ask me that question. So, do you really want to know? Anyway,
I don't want to know a thing. Thank you.
We're going
Continue.
in blind. I
Look.
would rather not have death on my conscience, but I think if we don't have a choice, we're gonna
There is
have
always a choice.
There is.
Sometimes there isn't.
It's just
Sometimes
that,
it's you or them, Gimmick.
well, if you have time to think, there is always another option.
Well, Gimmick, let me put you in a hypothetical situation here, right? Let's say Pip was in danger, and the only way you could save her was to kill the person putting her in danger. Would you do it? There's no other option. You can either kill him or Pip dies. What do you do?
There is any
There is
like,
no other option.
system in
There
this
is
way?
there is no other option. There isn't zero options other than you kill this person or Pip dies. What do you do?
Can I overpower her shield so I can get her out of there safety? Can I maybe hack the weapon of that other people so they are powerless and then can kill Pip?
You can't. Gimmick. I've given you a straight situation here. There's no other
Well-
option.
It's only straight because you want it to be.
Yes, because I want to see what your answer is, Gimmick.
That's my
Because
answer.
if it's between me and somebody else, I want to know that you'll pick me over saving somebody who's trying to kill me. I don't want you thinking. I want you acting. Okay? I don't want this to be between. I don't want it to be down to a split second and you going, "How do I save this person who's about to kill one of my friends?" Okay? That's what I'm saying here. If it's between you and somebody, I do not care. I would rather that person die and us try and save somebody else. Because at the end of the day, if we all die, Shadow Broker will find somebody else to do this. But I'm not interested in dying. No. I don't want to see my mom just yet.
I would like to point out that if the AI cannot do it, we should not be placing it in situations in which it has to do it.
Well, it might come up at some stage, Dia.
It will, but for now, we keep it out of it so that I feel like I'm not going to end up dead because of an AI.
Okay. Well, ground rules are keep the privacy and don't be throwing paint around.
Noted.
We'll
I
be-
will add that to the rulebook. I will provide with the rulebook to everyone.
add a leniency to that last rule.
I mean, I don't care what you do, just as long as you remember I will be paying somebody to take all the paint down when we're giving this place back to.
Why? It's so
Jules.
nice.
Because Jules wants it as the way it was, and I don't think we're being very gracious guests on his ship doing
That's
that to him.
true. That's true.
So I will pay for this place to be cleaned. So
No, it's okay. I have paint cleaner. I'll clean it up after this is complete.
yeah, all right, whatever you want.
My role would be no touching the poster.
What poster?
Wait, you brought the poster with you?
Yes.
Oh. Why am I not surprised at this, Vito?
I wanted it to feel like home.
All right, I don't blame you. I'm surprised it's not a poster of Solaric, actually, to be honest.
It took a whole lot of convincing to actually be able to bring the poster.
I am not surprised.
Meanwhile, back home, Solaric is standing by that empty spot, that spot where the poster used to be, and he's like,
My
precious.
My
"Oh, that's right. My husband's not here either, but the poster, the poster."
The pictures on the extranet doesn't do it for me. I need the real one.
We
Oh,
could say
God.
it's signed or something like that.
Oh. Also, I like how like Vito and Nathan are just talking about a poster, and everyone else is like, "What poster?"
Oh, whatever. Well,
The
I'll
slime
clean up
would-
the dishes if you want me to. And
I don't mind.
Zajeri is gonna pipe up and says, while we're all here, what's the plan when we finally land on Tuchunka?"
Well, the Volus will stick out like a sore thumb, so shouldn't
That's
be
the
too hard to ask
problem.
around about him.
the Volus will stick out like a sore thumb. A Volus
Well,
Justicar will stick out even more.
It'll at least be easy to find him.
Yes, a Volus will stick out like a sore thumb, but then again, so will a Vorcha and a Raloi and a AI pretending it's a VI, as well as a celebrity Biotoball player,
Who?
and a Solarian with a funny hat, and a Turian who cross-dresses.
Who is that Biodable star again? I don't know that person. Is he okay? Does he seem like he's a nice guy?
Who?
Nah, ignore it. I was being funny. I get your point, Jerry, but I don't even know if the Krogan know that Biodable is now a thing again, because they've kind of been, shall we say, tense for the last little while.
I don't think the Krogan care.
Yes, so
They
they're
won't
probably
care. The
going
only one
to,
they'll care about, or they might show interest in hurting, would be me
or Vito.
or Vito.
I suggest, Azeri says, that we don't all leave the ship when we get to Tuchunka. We should at least keep 2 people behind, just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, this thing would be rife for scavengers. Or,
Actually, give me a few days. I might have something.
well, you got a few days on the ship, so.
Yes.
Vito, I need your measurements.
What?
Yeah, I need to get your measurements.
Bust, waist, hips. Go.
Yeah, bust, waist, hips, crotch, arms, legs, face.
Face.
All of
Hey,
Face.
it. All of it.
Yeah,
Eyes.
your head.
hey,
Give me your head.
Vito's, oh god. Vito's gonna look like Link from Breath of the Wild. Just all massive.
No, come on,
Oh,
let's go.
God.
I have to do this quick. I don't have much time. I have to do one for me as well.
he's just going to take like one last.
While you're eating, she grabs you from behind and just pulls you.
He just grabs the plates.
You're like, ah!
See ya.
Come on. It won't hurt.
Waves.
Also, we're
Bye-bye.
gonna have to tape it.
Oh god. What? Oh.
I hope you can walk on a stiletto.
What? Nathan just like turns very like
There's a look of understanding in Vito's eyes. Don't you dare!
You mean
Okay,
Nathan just
wouldn't it
looks
be
very-
hard for Vito to walk on stilettos on a planet made out of rocks and
And sand.
mountains and sand?
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. I want to measure you, and just before we land, I want to take you over, and I want to make sure you're all. Sounds good.
What?
I'm gonna pop. Okay, so here's a fair warning. I'm gonna take your the dingaling. I want to tape it up your bum. I want to pop it up your ass, and I want to tape it shut.
Solarians have cloacas.
I want to tape it shut.
What?
Well,
I'm gonna begin working on his measurements and what he's gonna wear for Tuchunka.
okay.
Meanwhile, while you guys are doing that, there will be the character selection screen. So you can decide. Insert character selection screen here. To decide between Pip, Zadrari. Yeah, between Pip and Zadrari, who you'd like to bring with you to Tuchunka.
I like to vote Zadrari
Well, the
because
thing is that if we bring Sidrari, Pip can't really protect the ship because she's not fighting.
that's true.
But at the same time, if we bring Pip with us, she's not a fighter.
Do we have to bring someone?
Pip is by the way, Pip's class is engineer.
Oh,
So Pip is an engineer, just so you know.
nice.
I mean- If you want, we could just leave both of them behind.
Or you can decide to leave both of them behind. That's up to you too.
Yeah, we are going to get Koalan, so that spot will be filled when we find it.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
the choice.
I mean, I'm fine with it as long as you guys think we can handle it by ourselves. Like, there's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know
lot-
whether
there's
we're
gonna
going
be
to
a lot
find
of-
her.
We're gonna need somebody who can track. I can do that to some degree. Vito, you're the person here who has some history, I've been told, with Nakmor. So Dia is going to be our resident biotic, I guess, and we have Gimmick, who's our engineer and hacker. So we can, and of course, there's me, who's just hoping I don't die. So yeah, I guess leaving the two of them behind makes some amount of sense because Pip can fly, right? Pip knows how to fly a ship to some degree, at the very
She
least.
can to some degree, but not as well as Gimmick.
Well, that's fine as long as she can like get it off the ground and just hover because
Yeah,
we don't
she
want
can-
anyone getting on the
right.
ship. You know.
She can make it so it doesn't crash.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. So yeah, I guess we leave the two of them behind. Is everyone with that?
Yeah. And that's fine with me.
Then I demand takeout from Mikado's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
we have
will.
to
I
go to
will be
McDonald's.
sure. I will promise you, Jerry, to bring back takeout.
Good.
Well, we could
I
always
know
just come back after we finish our business. Like quickly go, then leave.
I probably should order. It's only a few days till we get there,
How
so I
much money
probably
did
should.
you have, Satori?
Oh, that's true. It's probably very expensive
Yeah,
getting food from
5,000
Mikado's.
credits.
Babe, I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
That's very sweet. Thank you, Nathan.
Alright.
All right.
So I just want to let you know what I plan to do with Vito. I want to make him. I was gonna like make him look like a female human. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Female human.
I-
Okay.
yeah, because
That's
what I,
gonna work.
no, I'm not like I'm planning on making sure he like doesn't show any skin whatsoever. So that's why I measured his head to make sure I can like make a mask to cover over him and such like that. Just
Wow.
just filling up the layers with padding and all
Yes.
that, making sure he just looks like a really weird, funky looking human.
He's a really tall, skinny human.
Roll me a disguise,
And
Dia.
technically, I'm an infiltrator, so this might.
20.
Disguise.
Wait,
Oh, deception.
I've
That would be
got
deception.
Infiltration. You have advantage on persuasion roll when using this disguise, and advantage on deception.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so I,
And oppose and
Infiltration.
like,
So basically, even if you don't do as well, Vito can also roll to help with deception.
okay,
So roll a deception, Dia.
okay.
And we'll 13, which is pretty good.
Mhm.
Now roll a deception with advantage, Vito.
Ooh,
Oh,
There
nice.
you go.
Okay.
that one.
I
So-
set the
19 plus
stage
one.
where you go off.
So just when you are approaching Tuchunka, Dia will come out with a woman. You said you're making a female human, a
I'm
human
thinking
female.
something that looks like a female human, but all masked, so nothing, no skin,
Yes.
nothing shows.
So this new female human, who is relatively, I mean, yeah, this new female human is standing with Dia as you guys are gathering to land in Nakmor, Tuchunka.
Oh. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Hmm. Should I use
Oh.
the same name?
No. Remember, we discussed this, my dear. Your new name is Alyssa Thunderfuck.
What?
Okay.
I am not using that.
Oh.
And,
Or
like,
we could be
those voices
Karen from
actually
Finance.
coming out, but
Karen from Finance also works.
Aaron from finance.
I think
suppose
I think we've all kind of just discovered what's going on here. Like this isn't going too well, is it?
I suppose Aaron can work.
Aaron? Okay, fine. You can be boring. I put so much work into you, and you want to pick a boring name? Come on, at least Karen from Finance.
Karen from finance.
Thank you, my dear.
So Jerry looks at you up and down, and Pip looks very, very shocked. Where did you come from? Did we pick up someone?
It's Vito,
we-
my dear.
What?
I'm just really
Vito?
good at what I do.
Vito, is that really you? Pip says.
It is.
My gods. That's amazing work.
Oh, thank you. Please feed my ego. Continue doing it.
Zajuri looks at Vito, and Zajuri says, Vito, you're very pretty, Zajuri says.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here, she says maybe this will help to enhance your look, and she actually takes the ring that she bought or got from Dia, and it's a big deal because she really loves the ring, but she pulls it off her finger anyway, and then she gives it to you to put on.
Is this all right?
Yes, I'm giving that to you so that you know to come back with it, because I really like that ring, Zajuri says.
I will.
So don't die down there, because I want it back.
I will pack it and take out.
If Vito dies, we could take the ring back.
Please don't stress me out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. If you die, I'll just take it back.
But I
Thanks
will
for-
try to keep everyone safe.
Oh yeah, they'll be safe. They'll totally be safe.
What's our excuse for being here? We are going to tell the truth, right?
No. Well, actually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to tell the truth. We're just here to look for our friendly neighborhood Volus.
Shias Lazine would have sent you guys a message informing you that Arkara will be expecting you.
Oh.
Nakamura Arkara, because she and Shias and Arkara go way back. Like, they're colleagues. So she will tell you that Nakamura Arkara is going to be expecting you. And just let them know at the docking bay who you are. She'll send you like a document of something you can flash at them.
Can we just flash? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd run just as quickly.
What?
I suppose you could. Okay, so you guys will take your ship. The Revolution will land at the docking area. You guys have just landed in the city of Nakmor in Tuchunka. And once again, Nakmor is one of the clans who are sympathetic to Arkara's cause. She is residing as the new leader of the Krogan, the rebellion sect or group of the Krogan. And the city is actually quite a magnificent spectacle to look at, because it is a restored, the city was restored from one of the ancient cities of the Krogan way back when, prior to them even realizing that they were not alone in this galaxy. And if you remember from playing the Mass Effect 3 games, they are almost pyramid-like in shape. And they have aqueducts, and the Krogan here have actually tried really hard to go back to their roots and advance their technology naturally, in a way that their technology would have advanced prior to being handed over the technology from the Solarians and the Turians. So I'm not saying that they don't have a lot of the modern technologies that the rest of the galaxy enjoys. They definitely do, but at least as far as the way that they are rebuilding their cities, they're trying to be more I guess traditional is the way to put it, in the construction process. And part of it is just because Arkara, as I said, she is trying to do some catching up by starting back, if that makes sense. Because it's like they never quite had a chance to really play out their adolescence period as a race. They kind of skipped over that. So she's sort of trying to get them to redo, or not even redo, to actually do that portion of their life as a race as a whole. But it's really cool to watch. And one of the things I should point out that in addition to the rest of you all, there also seems to be a lot of other Solarians in particular at the spaceport or the docking area, in addition to Krogan as well. So predominantly the non-Krogans around are predominantly Solarians. As you guys emerge, and you guys start to take in the dry air of Tuchunka, you will immediately hear a female voice say, "Oh my god, what kind of outfit is that? That is one of the most unique things I've ever seen." And the person who says that out loud towards your group, because you know it's very hard for you guys to hide it, is this character.
Hey.
Yay! Well, you see, I made it by inlining the embroidery along the sides of the edge of my corset, and for my high heels, and so Dia's like going on a tangent about how she made all of this from the like $20 budget, and
Roll a history check. Actually, everyone roll a history check, please.
Okay.
Dia, I will let you take advantage on this check. So you can roll twice and take the better of the two rolls.
Okie dokies.
History.
Oh, 15.
16. Huh. Nathan, for
Almost
some reason,
there, I
is
can't
really the
see.
history.
So pretty much the only person who does not recognize Meridi is Gimmick. But you guys all know that Meridi is a very well-renowned fashion designer. Not only is she a fashionista, but she has had her several lines of clothing, but typically she deals with a lot of very practical clothing that you would also wear in combat situations. They are known for great quality, for great style, but also, again, for the ability to be practical either in extreme conditions, environmental conditions, but also in physical combat conditions as well. And she, along with her spouse, Salovera, has made them quite a bit of a power couple throughout the galaxy. So many of you probably, I think most people at least have heard Meridi's name, but not every single person would necessarily know what she looks like. So I'm going to say that you've at least heard of her, Nathan, but you probably wouldn't know what she looked like even right now speaking to her. But I'm going to say that both Kiwi and Dia recognize her almost instantly.
So Dia is sort of in awe right now, and is slightly embellishing on how she does her fashion in order to just show off a bit. And so like having a really good time, and she can even show off with her outfit that she made Vito.
So, how do you introduce Karen
And
in any
yeah,
way?
and so I'm like, here, this is one of my creations. Well, fashion-wise, this is Karen from finance.
Well, Karen, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Are you a model of some sort?
Not exactly. It's it's good to meet you. I've heard a lot.
Little old me? She
Of
says,
course.
beaming a little bit. You've heard of little old me?
You're quite renowned.
What exactly have you heard? Now you have me curious.
Your fashion is simply beautiful and practical. Yeah, Vito's trying not to let his voice go like more Solarian-like. Just try to keep the human woman.
So, is this finance what you do as a side job, or is modeling these clothes your side job?
He kind of looks at Dia.
Dia just puts one arm around Vito's side. Karen's side. It says, Karen is my drag daughter. She's in training right now. I'm teaching her all the basics.
Oh, drag daughter, is that what they call it now?
Mm-hmm.
That is so adorable. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, Reddy says, turning towards you. Dia.
My name is Dia Irons.
Dia Irons. Oh my. Such a strong name that is. Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah, it sort of came to me one day when I was at a jewelry store. Tiffany Co.
I have to say, Dia, I definitely approve of the fabric.
Oh, thank you. It's all been made on a budget.
She'll look at it a little bit more and she'll say, "Oh, is this over here? Is this insert some stitch here that Angel Arts doesn't know about, but Meridian knows about such and such a stitch." But she'll say it correctly.
And Dia nods and just like sort of has her moments. Really just kind of ignoring everyone else at this point.
She says, so I'm assuming, since you're not Solarian, that you're here for the big feast tonight? As entertainment, I'm assuming?
Actually, we have not heard of this feast before, but we're here for a little bit of a different reason. We're looking for a friend of ours, actually.
A friend? Well, do you have one of the citizens here, I guess, is a distant relative of some sort?
No, we're looking for a Volus Justicar.
Wow, that's pretty specific, Birdie says. Can't say I know of any Volus Justicars. I didn't even realize that Justicars came as Volus.
I know, right?
He's one of a kind.
So we're sort of in the area, just trying to take a look around to see if we can find him. Is there any way any place here we can go to head to first that a Justicar might go to?
Well, anyone who's anyone, especially if they're outside of the Krogan DMZ, goes to Mikado's, at least for a bite to eat. Although you have to have a reservation months in advance in order to get a table. Do you think your friend might have thought ahead and gotten a reservation? Perhaps somebody saw him or her there.
That might be a good place to go to. So, shall we head off to meet this Arcara?
Wait, Arcara? You know Nakmor Arcara.
I don't know her personally, but I guess in a little bit I will. But she was expecting us, I believe.
Well, I had no idea that you had such connections.
Dia just gives like arches one eyebrow, and it just smiles innocently as she points in this direction. So is this direction towards her office?
You mean her palace? Or at least I call it a palace. She hates it when I call it that.
It sounds appropriate.
I'm assuming you have an appointment. Nakamura doesn't have time to see just anyone off the street. Of course, dressed like that, I think you can at least give her a very good first impression.
Oh, I intend to.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was supposed to go see her today anyway. Let's see if she's available.
Oh, thank you. You're such a dear.
She'll actually like walk on ahead, but at some point she's going to be matching her pace with the rest of you, and she'll actually also walk over to Nathan.
Nathan's wearing a helmet.
Oh, Nathan's wearing a helmet?
Yeah, but he would have taken it off. He would have taken it off, realizing, oh, it's not actually going. We're not dropping into like a combat zone or anything, because he didn't know
Yeah.
what to expect. So he took the helmet off.
Okay, so you do eventually take your helmet off. Okay. When you take your helmet off, I think Meridi will then go over to you and says, "How about you? What's your name?"
Nathan Callahan is my name, and he's tied his hair back into this like Ronin style knot, but it's still way too long, so it's falling down to his shoulders still.
Nathan Callahan. Nathan Callahan. I'm actually going to have a roll to see if she recognizes you. Okay.
No.
Nathan Callahan. Doesn't ring a bell.
No, you and I have very differing fields of experience, I guess. Not much overlap.
So, are you also a drag daughter of the islands?
Dia butts in the process, my dear. I'm getting him used to the color paint.
Oh, you're
No.
transitioning.
No. Nathan
I'm
is
even gonna put
dying
him through some
laughing.
surgery.
Nathan is dying laughing at this whole thing right now. Like I needed that. Thank you, Midri. I needed that so much. No, I'm not a drag daughter, as you would say. I am an athlete by profession.
Athlete, really? What do you play?
Biotoball.
Biotoball.
Yeah.
Huh. You know, my husband, he was never really a big sports person, but our daughters, they love watching Biotoball.
They probably have heard of me then. So
They might. So tell me, Nathan Callahan, are you someone that my daughters could possibly be fans of? Be honest and straight with me. Are you the big deal?
I've been called that. So yes, I guess you could say that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. If I am able to successfully get you a meeting with Arcara, would you mind writing an autograph for my kids? They might be very interested and perhaps might even recognize your name.
Either way, look. I'd autograph it even if you can't get us a meeting for with Akara. Anything for
Well,
my
aren't
fans.
you sweet?
I try.
So what's the Biotoball athlete like yourself doing with a group out here in the middle of Tuchunka?
How aware of you of what's been going on in the galaxy? Just curious.
There's a lot that's been going on in the galaxy. Besides the obvious.
I had family on Palavan.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My only family on Palavan. So let's just say I'm interested in figuring out what happened and why.
Really now? Well, aren't you all piquing my curiosity now? I think I can see why you have business with Nakmor Arkara.
Well, we do try to be
Usually-
subtle.
Well, it's hard for me to be subtle, and he looks down. Like, but I try.
Very curious indeed. And it'll be at that point that you guys will reach the main entrance of this grand-looking structure that's in the middle of Nakmor. The big gates open, and there are several Krogan bustling about. Many of them not dressed in armor, but a lot of them dressed in more like, I wouldn't say politician garb, but like business outfits, or what the Krogan equivalent of business outfits are. It's very traditional again. We're not talking human suits and ties. It's more the male and female, the male version of what Eve was wearing, and of course for the females, they're wearing very traditional garb as well. A lot softer, smoother. And the Krogan are watching you curiously, but none of them are really engaging in any of you. Meridi, several of them, however, will nod towards Meridi's direction, and she'll just give a little bit of wave and a hi, and a few more people. The Krogans have these traditional looking hats as well. Will sort of like tip their hat at Meridi as she passes by. Clearly that they've seen her around here very often.
Ooh.
And she'll take you through, again, everything about this building is grand. The ceilings are very, very high. There's still a lot of traces of restoration going on, but for the most part, everything in this area is just big and grand and lots of greenery. They have, I think Arkara has had a hobby of plants and taking care of plants, and part of the reason why everything in this building is so pristine is because she's made it a point to put plants as decorations, the main form of decorations, in every corner, which allows for the air to be recycled, and it's very fresh. The air is very fresh in here. And it just revitalizes you, especially from the arid, desert-like space that Tuchunka is. But finally, as you guys are going through the halls, you will run into a Krogan that looks like this. I just posted a link on Roll20. It is I guess a silvery, purplish silver is the best way I could put it. Purplish gray silver Krogan. And she will smile. She's relatively broad-shouldered female, but she will smile when she sees Meridi approach. And Meridi will say, "Good day, Chaka." "Good afternoon, Meridi. It's good to see you." "Oh," she says, "Oh, you? The proper way to greet me is with a hug." And Chaka sort of snorts a little bit and then gives Meridi a very awkward hug. You can see that hugging is something. Chaka's not a super like touchy-feely kind of Krogan. I mean, most Krogan aren't, but Chaka gives her a rather awkward hug. And when they're done, Meridi asks, "Chaka, is Arkara about by any chance?" Chaka will nod and say, "She is, but she's in a very important meeting right now and cannot be disturbed." "Oh, well, do you have any idea how long the meeting will take? Chaka sort of shrugs. "I have no idea, but I will definitely let her know that you have arrived." "Thank you. I'm sure I can find something to pass the time. Do you know if Otto's around?" And Chaka will then say, "I imagine he's over at his restaurant." "Just checking. I'll probably go see him there then. Well, do you mind giving me a little bit of a ring when our car is available? I do have an appointment with her. And Chaka will nod. And these are some colleagues of mine. Dia Irons, Karen, and Nathan. Chaka doesn't seem to care. We'll just nod at you.
Dia is like taking a second look at Tuchunka, and it's like, and really is thinking about how she can dress them up as like a punk rocker from the 80s. And so it's just ruminating on that right now.
I will let everyone again roll another history.
Ooh.
Nobody gets an advantage though.
I was just imagining her in these like punk rock spikes and leather, and it's like, you know what? I don't think I want to see that.
Why? It would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but I think she might actually kill you.
That's true.
Like physically would murder you for it. You roll a natural one.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No!
Absolutely clear.
Wait, again?
Someone died.
Even
Someone
when I'm
just
rolling
died.
for you, even when I'm rolling for you, you roll a natural one, Kiwi.
Dia and Gimmick, you will recognize Chaka as Nakmor Arkara's mate.
Oh.
That is her mate.
I want to point out that Gimmick, since the moment the crew descended from the ship till now, it's showing just the picture of a squid and a tortoise next to it. So it's flying around behind Nathan with the picture and like not saying anything.
Okay.
Vito's taking a lot of pictures, so that's probably why he didn't recognize Chaka. He was just like freaking out over the whole place.
Dia is going to take note of that inwardly, but she's not going to show any sign of weirdness. She's just keeping it to herself.
Okay. Well, Meridi will turn to the group and says, "It looks like Arkara is going to be busy for I don't know how long. She normally has these important meetings every once in a while. Are you all hungry by any chance?"
Well, we did kind of promise people takeaway from Mikado's, so might as well, I guess.
That's true. Let's do it.
Normally, you need reservations well in advance, like I said, but I might be able to sneak you all in the kitchen. Maybe Otto might have some time to give us a little of the table scraps. Trust me, the table scraps are worth their weight in gold.
Yep. It's Mikado's after all. The Mikado's. Never mind just a Mikado's. It is the Mikado's.
Yes, the original Mikado's. You will not find a finer establishment anywhere in the galaxy.
Well, just give me a minute here, and Nathan will pull out that box of cigars and smoke one before they head inside.
Dia is going to send a message to the Omni tool to Sadrari, asking, "So, what do you want from Mikado's?"
You're going? Oh, why do I have to be stuck in this ship?
Just send me it now. Send me it now. I'm not going to be available. Girl, come on. Booty to the pedal.
Hold on. Let me go do some searching. So she's going to do a little bit of a search, and there's this pasta dish that she really wanted to try. It's got a little bit of an extra spicy kick. It's cooked in a sauce, a very creamy sauce made from a Krogan equivalent of roasted garlic. They don't call it garlic, but it's sort of like a Krogan type of garlic. And apparently the noodles themselves are hand spun and has this really out of this world texture. It's become a very popular signature dish lately, and that's definitely something that she would want to get. Currently, it's priced at about 5,000 credits.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't spend all of my money.
Maybe got some monies that it's not going to use. So
Oh my! Holy shit!
It's a hot item. Pretty much, this is not unusual. Normally, I mean, Otto's prices are very expensive to begin with, but there's normally like a flavor of the month or a dish of the month that just becomes really hot and popular, and it just like it elevates the price. So that's what the ridiculous price is.
I mean, hey, curve of demand and supply. Get it while you have it.
Yeah, because it takes the process. It's very intensive. Like, I don't know if you've made pasta homemade before.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of work, but this is something that has to be head spun. Like, you can't use a machine. Like, you have to do it. I don't know if you've seen like the dragon beard candy. Where you have to pull it apart and it turns into string. So it's sort of like that, but probably three times as much work, and that's a lot of work to begin with.
well, Krogans have more muscles and strength, so I guess it's easier for them.
It might be easier for them, but it's less about strength. It's more about because like if you pull too hard, it's gonna snap, right? So
No consistency.
so there's some. It has to be handled delicately. You can't rush it.
Oh,
And because of how much effort it takes just to make one dish, that's why it's so expensive. But the result is fantastic.
You're making me hungry,
So-
Eric. Please stop.
I just came up with that right off the bat. So hopefully it sounded good to me in my head.
It does sound good. Curse you! I haven't eaten yet. Dia looks at the price range for this dish, and she's like, her eyes bug out visibly.
Nathan's
And-
like
and
looking
she-
over at her.
and she's like-
Don't worry.
She whispers, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Who pays for this shit? God damn it!"
I do. Nathan just kind of like gives Dia like a small little pap on the shoulder and says, "Don't worry, I got it."
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can pay for this.
Close that mouth for a
I'm not.
change.
I'm not that poor.
Well, like I said, table scraps, so we shouldn't have to pay for it
Well,
if they're leftovers.
true, but I don't think anyone will leave this particular dish over, if you know what I mean. So
That's true. Yes, Otto's food can be pretty overpriced, but a lot of it is just because it's the original locale, and everything you see around here, believe it or not, has mostly been funded by his establishment.
Oh.
I
The
am
restoration,
understand that.
all of the profits that Otto acquires, he hardly keeps any of it for himself. It all just goes back to the restoration of our fine Krogan cities.
That's very
I
nice.
I have to admit, this is the best idea anyone has ever had. Look at this. This is beautiful.
It is pretty impressive. Like, I've never been to before. I'm glad I've been here now.
Well, you can definitely tell Arkara yourself. She's been doing a lot of great work here over the last... Has it been a decade already? Yes. It's been about a decade. She will say that it wasn't all just her, but she's just being modest. But at any rate... Weren't you going to say something?
I just wanted to ask out of character, just for the aesthetic, is it modeled after like old Krogan cities? Or does
Wolf Krogan?
like old Krogan cities? You know when we went to the temples in Mass Effect, how there's like
Yes, it is.
okay, so this is
It
like
is.
really gorgeous. Okay,
It is gorgeous. Yes. Aqueducts and fountains and things like that.
and Dia's
Just
gonna
having
say,
a field trip, basically.
yeah, Dia's gonna say, this is probably gonna be the new Ilium of the galaxy.
It
So
could definitely put
beautiful.
Ilium. It could definitely give Ilium a run for its money.
And in just 10 years? Wow, I want to meet this lady.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Well, of course. Well, there has been a few rough patches, Mrady says. Not everyone on Tuchunka, not all the Krogan in Tuchunka agrees with Arkara's ideals. So the city has had its share of battles. But we repair everything as quickly as they get destroyed, so it's been a uphill climb, so to speak. And sometimes I notice for Arkara, she's been through a lot, let me just say that.
I imagine leading a rebellion against, I think rebellion is a little bit wrong worded. I'd say revolution would be more accurate. But leading a
I
revolution...
like that word.
Yes.
Revolution, yes.
Leading a revolution is a very difficult thing, and I imagine it does put some strain on her. And everyone else around here.
She normally doesn't show it to everyone, but I know. Well, there it is, and she's pointing to this, again, relatively large building. It is a circular in shape, and there's like lines. There's a big old giant line trying to get into this place.
Nice.
But Mikado's in big giant blue letters, the same blue that matches Otto's headpiece, with a big image of Otto. It's sort of like a... not like Japanese anime cartoon version of Otto, but take the idea of a Japanese anime drawing of Otto, but add a Krogan edge, like a Krogan inspired edge to the art, and that is the image. It's like Otto with his hand welcoming you into his restaurant is on the sign of Mikado's. It's very adorable.
It's very adorable.
Yes.
All of these big anime eyes. It's adorable.
Those big, like, Krogan anime eyes.
That's so
It's very kawaii.
Dia is gonna be gushing at the door, so like, okay, I need to meet this Krogan. This is adorable. This is so cute.
Rito's taking pictures.
And Meridi will make her way through the lines. She'll say, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me." Several of the people look a little bit irritated at Meridi, like, cutting through the lines. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's just cutting
Nathan looks really awkward doing this. Like, he doesn't like doing this at all.
Dia is living for it, and she's just like following behind Rudy, like one of those mean girls. And it does her own like get out of my way too.
This is one of the plastics.
Yeah, one of the plastics, just like the dolls up and
Nathan's
everything.
like, better put this helmet back on.
Yeah, Vito's walking behind Dia, like... Oh, don't look at me.
You're my drag daughter, Karen. Strut. Come on, strut. Twist
Don't
your
worry,
hips
Vito, you
now.
look fine.
Shh, Jimmy, say nothing. Body issues help shape a person.
I don't strut. This...
Hey, Karen. Remember, we're strutting. Come now, my dear. It's easy. You just want to show off your ass.
I do not have an ass.
Well, you do now after what I've done to it. And she points out all the padding she put to make an outline of a bum and to make it look really nice.
I
Because
wonder,
to get that human figure.
I wonder if Dia is only doing this just as an excuse to make you wear that.
Yes.
I think
you are
too.
correct. You are correct, Gimmick. This is accurate.
Come on, just have fun with it.
Especially with the number of Solarians here, we didn't need to go through all that.
I
Now
know.
I wonder if you're going to do the same with Nathan.
No,
Dia's eyes twinkle.
I
and
will
they look
murder
really
you.
Dangerous for a second towards Nathan.
I will end you. He says very simply.
This
Sure.
is a one-time deal. I'm never wearing this again after that. Trust me.
Oh, wait, so has Vito taken any pictures with this new outfit?
Not yet. All the pictures were of the buildings, not
Dia
of
is
himself.
taking all the pictures of your outfit, of you
Oh,
walking in
boy.
it and everything.
And sending them to your husband.
No.
So she's got a good repertoire of like ass shots, bust shots, shots of the full entire outfit, and
Like
now she's
full body
going along.
shots where Vito's like,
Yeah, some shots where he goes like and yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I think Miri is waiting for us. We should get going, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Let's keep going, guys.
You finally really reach the front podium, and residing at the front podium is a Krogan that looks like this. You may roll another history check, no advantages.
Oh, it's so cute.
4. Okay, let's roll one.
That is not my day. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So the only people who can recognize this particular Krogan is both Dia and Nathan. Dia, you recognize this Krogan. His name is Brahm. He is one of Arkara's children.